crowd. Hope that we feel this way, feel this way, feel this.
What up guys, it is Justice here and welcome to a new video. This is a looting extravaganza once again, 12 times raid loot this time, plus T90 Achto Tempest boots drop, which I'll get onto soon, and also this video will explain in thorough detail the looting mechanics, which we have now found out through multiple tweets, which I sent out last night, and a few replies that came from that. Also somebody else, quite a few people have been tweeting around basically like wondering what the heck are these mechanics, can somebody please explain them? So eventually, through lots of different speculations from different players on the game, ModDeg has decided to confirm what we are speculating, and that has gave us the answers, which I'll get onto later in this video. Now, all of this loot has been obtained across a exactly two week period on this game, looting on every single reset. Now, what you've been seeing on screen is the Durzag loots first. So I've got in chronological order of each of my loot, which I managed to obtain from Durzag. In each of the loots, I've also put the GP amount of what each loot is worth, and the loot did get buffed on the 20th of July, so it's a lot more worthwhile now. Of course, it's still not amazing because, you know, you can only do this once every 2 days, but it's better than what it was before. Now, when I was editing this video, I was thinking, wait a minute, I can't remember dying this much. But yeah, rips and Bible thumps would be real in the comment section if Twitch emotes were possible there. It's just a weird coincidence, I think. At least 70% of these drops, I actually managed to get them from the boss themselves, and about 30% of the drops, I actually looted it just from outside by collecting the loot. In my defense, I was carrying out a lot of tanking roles, and I was just basically getting used to tanking. I've got the Durzag solo tanking now nailed down to the point, walking it back into absolutely awesome at doing that now on the Durzag tanking, and it is a lot of fun, except you just basically stood there in the southeastern corner for like 5 minutes straight, just walking up and down, whilst also using your defensive abilities in a tactical way with the freedom ability, which is extremely important when you're tanking Durzag solo. With Yakamaru, which you'll see later on, I usually northern tank with Yakamaru. I'm usually the major as well. I've always been the major in my teams, stunning all the jellyfishes, usually taking the poison dedicated stunner, and usually the northern tank. Now, I'm just going to let the loot play in the background, so whilst you're listening to me go over now the drop mechanics and how they work, and I can fully explain those to you now with referring to Twitter posts, which I'll leave as screenshots on the screen as well. You can see the loot in the background of now the Yakamaru kills, which I'm now obtaining, but in terms of the drop mechanics, I found out quite a lot of information over the past couple of days, which I really want to share with you now, because this has been really toying with me over the past couple of weeks, really wondering, okay, how are these drops working, what is the order of the drops, and I've got all the answers for you now. So yeah, first off, feel free to follow my Twitter, it is down below in the description. So I tweeted out, this was I think yesterday, just got this drop from Durzag raids, now have the Achto Primeval Tempest boost. Does anyone understand the mechanics? From posting this, I then got sent a link which led me to this post by somebody who was also asking a similar question about roughly 4 days ago. Now, to get straight to the point, Mr. GW has conceptualized what ModDeg had confirmed, and ModDeg is one of the JMod developers within the Raids team. Okay, so one of the most important things which we want answered is the order of the drops. So each boss has a different order, as you can see on screen now, and this has been confirmed by ModDeg, so it's all legit. So I got Achto Primeval boots drop on my second time looting raids. Then on my 17th time looting raids, I managed to get the Achto Tempest boots. So the Primeval are the mage boots, Tempest are the range boots. So I just couldn't understand, like I thought I was going to get the Achto Primeval gloves next, but no. The drop order is as follows. Beastmaster will drop boots, then gloves, then helm, legs, then top. Yakamaru drops gloves first, then boots, then helm, then legs, then top. And you need all three styles of a specific part before moving on to the next one. So essentially, I can only start getting helms of a specific style. So let's say Achto Primeval helm. I can only start getting an Achto Primeval helm once I've got all of the three different styles of boots and gloves. Also, the drop does favor in what style you're using in terms of the first drop that you get. So for example, at Yakamaru, I've not received any gloves yet at Yakamaru as my first drop. So my first gloves drop at Yakamaru, if I'm using a magic setup, will be the Achto Primeval gloves. I hope that clears up a bit of Achto drop mysteries there for people, and the links of these Twitter posts are down below in the description if you want to explore it further. But yeah, it's going to take a lot longer than I originally thought to get a full Primeval gear setup or Tempest, for example. Now, one last thing about drop mechanics before I move on to my total loot. It also means we need to be smarter with what tier 1 versions of armor we buy. If your next drop is X, you have a double chance of a drop. In this equation, X is the tier 1 version of the armor piece that you have bought with raid currency. So in my situation, let's say I have all 3 stars of boots and gloves, my next drop will be a helm. If I have the tier 1 version of the primeval helm, it will double my chance of receiving an Achto primeval helm. I currently have 22,300 techie, which is the raid currency, and the total GP worth from looting 12 raid bosses equals 28.5 mil. Now I'm also progressing to reobtaining my final boss title. Currently my Beastmaster Durzag kill count is 45, and my Yakamaru kill count is 28. Now within the loot you also can receive burial charms, and with those burial charms you can obtain a lot of reputation from burying them within the Mazcab Gobi graveyard, which I just showed you there on the map. It's definitely worth burying those to get your reputation up as quick as possible to unlock different benefits within this Mazcab area. So the total loot across 2 weeks added up to 28.5 million individual loot plus Achto Tempest boots. Now let's say I got on my own Mazcab ability codex instead of the boots, and it was within a team where you keep that codex. My individual loot would have been another 70 mil-ish on top of this, making it almost 100 mil loot. Or if I was going to split it, the codex amongst teams, which most people do, it would have been an extra 7 mil. But either way, I would prefer to get tank armor, which I'm pretty certain most of you guys would as well. So as you can see on screen, if you talk to this little dude in the southeastern area of Mazcab, you can actually have a look at what your reputation unlocks are. I've got 1,725 reputation out of 5,000, which is the maximum rep that you can earn within the Mazcab area. And one of the most interesting unlocks is the very last one, which is allowing you to re-roll your drops, which will increase, I'm guessing, your chance of obtaining tier 90 tank armor. But it's been 3 weeks since raids have been released, and I'm still not even halfway to achieving that 5,000 rep yet, so it's going to take a little while before I unlock that one. Let me know in the comment section what tank armor you are going for first and why, unless you're just going for all 3 stars at the same time. Let me know your strategy down below in the comment section to help each other out. Also, feats videos will be out soon, where I've aimed to go for the Daredevil tile. I should be obtaining that over the next couple of days once I find some spare time to do some raiding. Make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video for the Achto Tempest boots drop, and to share with others what you'd expect from looting raids every single reset. Thanks as always for watching. I'll be back with another video like this one when I receive my next tier 90 tank armor drop, or if I decide to purchase the items myself with raid currency. Feel free to check out my past or previous raiding videos on screen right now, or you can check out my review of the Reaper necklace due to the recent Hydrix jewelry buff. If you're a new viewer, welcome to the channel. Feel free to subscribe by clicking on Virago's face in the bottom left hand corner. For now, I'll see you in the next one. Happy raiding and take care. And I guess we've got a few people healing, like Jason if needs be, and Ice Lemons can heal as well. Alright, so Jacko's the jelly lure, in charge of the jelly patrol. Awesome, rewind challenge, let's go.